Welcome back on Discussion Week as we're here to talk about things I'm interested in or things that's going around in hip hop. And you already know what this video is about: Drake getting booed, the Billie Eilish review on Everything I Wanted, and also I have some special announcements to make. But before we start, if you missed out on last week's discussion week, which is one of my favorite discussion weeks, then I suggest you check that out because it's one of my favorite reviews I ever done on any album, and I really highly suggest you check that out. It's the Dogma Resistance EP, one of my favorite albums overall that came out. And sorry, it's not an EP, it's actually an LP, but basically an album because it's over 10 tracks. So yeah, just check that out, but also be sure to follow up to these discussion weeks because it's gonna be big the next couple of weeks. So yeah, but let's talk about Drake getting booed. you know Drake is my favorite artist. As you could tell, one of the albums that I have, it's Nothing Was the Same. But yeah, Drake is my favorite artist, and I actually admire this dude's work. But it's just like I don't understand why people do these things. I could understand, like, you hate an artist, that's okay, and that's fine. A lot of people hate artists. However, you're booing the most, if not then the greatest artist to ever come out of this decade. It's like people have absolutely no respect. And I get it, half these people were Frank Ocean, Tyler the Creator fans, but this was Tyler's Camp Festival, whatever the hell it's called. Like, these people don't deserve Drake, don't deserve Frank Ocean, as these artists coming from this decade. They don't deserve it because I truly understand that these people have no respect in terms of guards or like where they're coming from. These people just have no respect, and I absolutely don't like them just for that. Not to be biased because Drake is my favorite artist, and it's not what I'm really upset about. I'm just upset about the fact that people will go out their ways just to boo the most top artist of this decade. Like, I feel like if you're a fan of, even if you're a fan of Drake, and if you're booing Kendrick Lamar, it's like I have no respect for you for that. You're booing these artists that made it to the top for these particular reasons, and it's like, what's your point? Like, hating on someone is not the best thing you want to do. Like I said, we're all human. We only have one life to live, and if hating on someone is your thing, then you're not gonna make it anywhere. So yeah, that's just how I personally feel. Tyler the Creator showed me how much his fan base is very cringeworthy and very, very disrespectful. But him as an artist, he's by far one of the best to come out of this generation, and Drake the best to come out of this generation. I don't care. I don't care. You can say what you want, but Drake didn't deserve to get booed. It wasn't his fault. The shit clearly said question mark, question mark, question mark, not question mark, question mark, question mark, and Frank Ocean's coming. Like, any artist could have came. It could have been Kendrick Lamar. He probably would have been cheered out, but still, like, we have Billie Eilish's Everything I Wanted. Now, I will say Billie Eilish is young, but yeah, she could make great music. And one of her album that came out this year is one of my favorite albums of this year. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the track that she released. Everything I Wanted, very solid track, especially from her previous releases that weren't as good. They just sounded terrible in my opinion. But this song right here just takes the spot, and it is by far one of the best songs I heard this year. With I honestly, like, she has talent. She's by far one of the best to come out, like, in the late era, sort of, but not really. I mean, I know I keep saying best as if anyone else is like the best, but I mean, like, she's talented, and she's going to places. I feel like 2020's era, she's gonna be like blowing up like she is now. Pause. But you know what I mean. But yeah, that's how I feel about the track. I easily give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's very solid, and I hope she does more of that. It's very good. I can actually hear her more, like, a bit, but it's very good. I suggest you check that out. Probably will put a link in the description down below. But last thing on my mind to talk about is my special announcement, and the special announcement will be that I won't do the top 50 or top 25 albums or top 50 songs because my storage is ass right now and I don't have shit. But I will do a top 10 songs this year. In my personal opinion, keep in mind, this is just my personal opinion. So just, you can have your own opinions down below in the comments. Understand this is my opinion. But also, I will do a top 10 albums of this year. Just specifically this year. I won't do like of this decade. That's just too much for me to talk about. I'll probably do a top 5 this decade, but definitely hip hop top 5 albums, like top 10 albums of hip hop that came out this year. So let me know, how do you feel about that. Remember, don't miss out on the last week's discussion week, Dogma Resistance LP, one of my favorite album reviews this year. And also, yeah, just let me know, how do you feel about this video. Did you enjoy? How do you feel about Drake getting booed? And yeah, peace.